Have you ever felt like life is passing by and you're still stuck in the same place? That the years are slipping through your fingers while everyone else seems ahead? In 2026, it's easy to feel late, defeated, or broken. But you are not. Allah's timing is perfect, and every setback, every delay, and every struggle has a purpose. Today, we will remind you how to rebuild yourself, reignite your faith, and step into a life full of hope and strength. Allah controls every second of your life with absolute knowledge and mercy. What feels slow to you is unfolding with precise wisdom beyond your understanding. Sometimes progress is hidden because your character is still being shaped. Patience, resilience, and sincerity are built in seasons that appear empty on the surface. When something is postponed, it is not forgotten by Allah. It may be redirected, refined, or replaced with something better suited for your akhirah and dunya. Trusting His timing means believing that what reaches you could not have missed you, and what misses you was never meant to harm or define you. Society measures success by speed. Who achieved more? Who married first? Who became wealthy sooner? But your journey is uniquely written. Being in a different place in 2026 does not mean you are failing. It may mean your path requires deeper preparation. Growth is not always loud or visible. Sometimes it happens quietly within your mindset, your habits, and your relationship with Allah. What seems like a late start can become a stronger foundation. A slower pace can protect you from arrogance, burnout, or choices that would harm you long-term. Progress is not a race against people. It is a personal return to purpose, clarity, and sincere transformation. Hardship often feels heavy because it exposes our weaknesses and forces us to confront realities we try to avoid. Yet within every test lies a hidden gift: self-awareness. Trials uncover pride, attachment, impatience, and fear, giving you the chance to correct them. Without challenges, the heart becomes comfortable and distant from remembrance. Difficulty shakes the soul awake and redirects it toward dependence on Allah. Tests also strengthen emotional and spiritual endurance. Each struggle you survive increases your capacity to trust, to endure, and to remain sincere. What hurts today may be cleansing you from sins, elevating your rank, and shaping you into a stronger believer. When Prophet Yunus Alaihi Salam found himself surrounded by layers of darkness, there was no human solution left. No door to knock on, no voice to call, except Allah. In that isolation, he did not blame destiny or surrender to despair. He turned inward with humility, admitting his weakness and seeking mercy with complete sincerity. His supplication was not lengthy or complicated. It was honest and full of recognition of Allah's greatness. That moment teaches us that renewal begins with accountability. Even when circumstances feel suffocating, a heart that sincerely returns to Allah can transform the deepest crisis into a turning point of honor and relief. When Prophet Muhammad Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam faced hostility and mockery, he did not allow bitterness to control his mission. Pain did not change his character, it refined it. Instead of responding with revenge, he responded with patience, dignity, and unwavering faith in Allah's promise. This teaches us that rejection does not reduce your worth. It may simply mean your message or growth requires a stronger foundation. Setbacks can redirect you toward better environments and greater impact. What feels like humiliation today may later be understood as protection and elevation. True rebuilding means responding to hardship with integrity, trusting that Allah sees every sacrifice and silent tear. Tawbah is more than saying words of regret. It is a conscious decision to turn away from what damaged your soul. It requires honesty with yourself, acknowledging the choices that distanced you from Allah without making excuses. This moment of clarity is powerful because it breaks denial and awakens responsibility. When repentance is sincere, it carries transformation within it. You begin to replace harmful habits with purposeful actions. Guilt shifts into motivation. Shame turns into humility. Allah's mercy is vast, and He loves when His servant returns repeatedly. No matter how many times you fall, each sincere return rebuilds your connection and restores hope. Real change is not built in one emotional night. It is built through steady, repeated effort. Praying on time, even when you feel distracted, trains discipline within the heart. Small acts like reading a few verses of the Quran daily or giving quiet charity create spiritual stability. These actions may seem minor, but their consistency strengthens your identity as a believer. Over time, these habits reshape your lifestyle. You become more mindful of your words, your choices, and your time. Discipline in worship spills into discipline in goals, health, and relationships. A rebuilt life is not dramatic. It is structured through quiet commitment. Comparison silently steals gratitude. When you constantly measure your life against others, you overlook the blessings already written for you. Every person is tested differently, some with delay, others with responsibility, others with hidden struggles you cannot see. What appears perfect on the outside may carry private burdens within. Letting go of comparison frees your heart from unnecessary pressure. You begin to appreciate your own pace, your own lessons, and your own victories. Trust grows when you focus on self-improvement instead of competition. Peace enters when you realize that your provision, opportunities, and milestones are uniquely assigned. Contentment does not stop ambition. It purifies it from jealousy and anxiety. True rebuilding begins with the heart's connection to Allah. External achievements and worldly recognition can only support a life rooted in faith. They cannot replace it. When you prioritize Allah in your decisions, your intentions, and your actions, every choice becomes meaningful and every struggle gains purpose. Strengthening this relationship requires reflection, remembrance, and sincere reliance. Regular dua, contemplation over the Quran, and mindful worship transform the soul from within. As the heart aligns with Allah's guidance, clarity emerges, distractions lose power, and inner peace grows. A life rebuilt on this foundation is unshakable, resilient, and guided by divine wisdom rather than fleeting worldly pressures. Remember, rebuilding yourself is always possible when you turn sincerely to Allah and trust His plan. Every small step you take in faith brings you closer to a stronger, wiser, and more peaceful self. May Allah guide your path, increase your steadfastness, and fill your heart with light and hope. Share this reminder with others. Subscribe to Graceful Deen for more inspiring content, and comment below saying, "O Allah, help me rebuild my life with faith and patience."